Hello friends, welcome to Discover and See channel. Today we will learn how to cook matembele or sweet potato leaves. I have the ingredients here for you, washed, and I already sort them so you will understand what I'm using in my matembele. I have the matembele, which is the main ingredients, washed. I have the green pepper. I have the onion already peeled. I got the tomatoes. I have the vegetable oil, and for my spice I have the garlic. I get the royco cube. I have ginger as well as the salt. And for the protein, I will go ahead and use the dried salted fish. It's very popular in so many countries in Africa and is one of my favorite. So as you can see, it's really thin fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak the fish for about 1 hour because it's really thin, but usually I would leave it longer than 1 hour. But for the purpose of this video, and I wanna eat it as soon as possible, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put water in it and I will soak it for about 1 hour. I don't have to cover it, I will just leave it because I'm doing this video outside. So I'm pouring this water and I will be leaving it outside for about 1 hour while I'm preparing the rest of my ingredients. And it's really thin, so 1 hour it's good. It's gonna soak out all the salt out. We don't want our food to be salty because the fish is really salty. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the matembele. It's a lot of matembele, but I have big family, so my sisters will be helping me out. So I'm gonna start putting the matembele together as you seeing I'm doing. But sometimes we don't have time, so you just cut them the way you can. But I also don't cut them like the professional one, because there's a professional people who cut the matembele good, but me, I'm not really professional, so I'm just cutting it for the purpose of the video. And either way, we're gonna eat them and it will taste really good. So I cut them like this. Be careful to not cut your hand, because you just have to be careful, don't cut your hand. So I'm cutting all this matembele and make sure they are as small as possible. They don't have to be super small, but just make sure they are good. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the onions. I don't have the cutting board. I was very pampered in the United States. Here, this is what I have. I will be cutting the onions on this plate, or it's like a silver plate, so I'm gonna be using this one to cut the onions. And then now I will be cutting my green pepper. Usually I remove the inside, those little like the seeds in the middle of the green pepper. I usually remove them before I cut them. I don't like cooking them. I don't even think people cook them, but I remove them anyways. And then I start cutting my green pepper. Make sure they are washed and cut them in the technique that works for you. There is no better way, whatever works for you. And then now I'll go ahead and cut the onions. I mean, not onions, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tomatoes. So just as I'm doing like this is my cutting board, and my knife is not doing me justice, but we're gonna do what we have to do. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and grind the ginger. You can grind it, you can do what you can, just grind it. And then everything is ready. My ginger, my garlic, everything is ready, chopped. It's looking really neat. We did really good job. I didn't do this alone, by the way. So with help of my sisters and my friend who is like my producer, she's helping me, so give her thumbs up. Dorcas, you did really good job. So we're gonna go ahead and start cooking. So I already put the fire on. You saw how I turn on the fire. And then now I'll go ahead and pour in the vegetable oil and wait for at least 5 minutes or more. When the oil is cooked, you will feel the smell. It smells really nice, but there is this different smell that will tell you that the oil is hot and it's ready. Then I'll go ahead and I will pour in the onions. Don't burn yourself, just put them gently, and then it's not gonna fly, like, just like that. And so I like to cook with so much onions, as you can see. So I'm putting that much, and I'm leaving a little bit aside for my protein. And I go ahead and put the ginger. I love the smell of the ginger. And I also put the garlic together. It just have this unique smell on it. The air, we call it the air, when they're frying together at once. And I'm adding my salt as well. Not too much salt, depending on the quantity of how much food you are cooking. And I'm gonna go ahead and just turn them around until they're kind of golden, like that. That one is too much gold, but you know what I'm saying. And then you add your tomatoes, of course, and keep turning it around. And when the tomatoes, they became a stew as like that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my green pepper, and just gonna go ahead and keep adding it, and then turn around, keep like a stirring it. That's what I'm saying, turning it. English is not my first language anyway, so I stir it, and then now I'm adding the Royco cubes, the spice, the secret ingredients that makes everything magical tasty. So I'm adding my Royco cubes. I add about 3 of them in there anyways, so you just add them and take as much as I can out of my hand, and then I will continue stirring my beautiful food just as I'm doing right now. And then when it's cooked, it's becoming really beautiful stew that you can even eat with it, the fufu. So I'm going and adding the ingredients, the main food, the matembele. I'm putting in my matembele just a little by little. Don't just pour all of it at once, just a small quantity in your hand as I'm doing there. And stir it neatly. Make sure it's not burning. Keep stirring, and then when it goes down, you add more. So when you feel like it goes down, you add more. So keep stirring, and then it's gonna be like that. It's like almost cooked. In so many countries, they will eat it like that because it's like a crunchy. It's hard. It's not fully cooked. But as Congolese, we like fully cooked food. We like it when it's like a soft and nice. So I added water so it can get soft, so it can cook itself and be soft. It's already tasting good, I'm telling you. So I add water like that, and it's done. And then that is my protein, and that is a beautiful matembele. I also made a fufu for my mom and my dad to try. As I'm publishing this video, my dad is no longer alive, but I'm glad that I still have this little piece of video that I can have forever, hopefully on YouTube. And so yeah, my mom and my dad, they are trying this beautiful matembele and fufu and the makayabu aside. And as you know, African parents, we have to pray, because I come from very Christian family anyway, so they were praying for it. And my dad was enjoying the food even more. We were all enjoying the food. That's how it looks like. Very beautiful. Thank you for watching, and let me know how your matembele tastes. Also let me know if you cooked the matembele. Also, if you tried my style of cooking matembele. There are so many styles of cooking matembele, and this is my style. Please let me know in the comments below if you were able to cook matembele like I did, and how yours tastes. Thank you for your support. Please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, thank you, my friends.